congratulations, everybody. Who do we have? We got Pangolier. I'm not going to get my hopes again for that. Welcome to Game 2 of this best of 3. Suns fan with the great Trent Packs at twitter.com. Make sure you follow him. I see about 10,000 viewers in chat, so I expect him to have 10,000 more followers at the end of this game. So just go do that. Thanks, guys. Do it for me.
Wait, what now? Actually, every time you say it, I do get a random follow. Pangolier's in!
Oh, yay. Pangolier. Maybe they switch it up. You never know. Maybe they've read his skill set now in between games.
What about that Willow thing? She's not in.
Nah. There's a Broodmother. That's an interesting one. Huskar
have I told
as well.
you my tier of offlaners, by the way?
No.
Do you know there's only 2 offlaners in Dota 2? It's Brewmaster and Beastmaster, and that's it. They're the only 2 offlaners left. Everyone else is garbage. I think they're on their own separate tier.
What about
Watch
Tide
Pro
Hunter?
games? That's it. What?
What about Tide? We've been seeing a lot of Tide lately.
It's okay. But he's only there because Brewmaster and Beastmaster get banned every single game.
Okay. I think that sounds about right, actually. I don't know, though. I might put Pangolier in that threesome.
I don't think he's that good. He needs a lot of farm. I feel like he'd be so sweet with like either dual offlanes or you can guarantee a really nice 1v1, right? If he's like a safe lane or something.
I mean, he has so many escape mechanisms, though. You know?
Still needs a lot of farm, though.
A lot of people don't know Shield Crash. You can just run right up a cliff with that bad boy anytime you want. Level 1. It's pretty nice.
How does that work? You move a little bit when you press it?
Yeah, you move forward a little bit. You have to be pretty close to the wall. But
yeah.
It's obviously way easier when you're moving very fast in your ult form. But
yes. Other offlaners, though, in this game, Timbersaw's still in. He's an extremely strong hero when you don't have the right counters to him. There's no Skywrath Mage. OD, I guess, is kind of okay versus him. Overall, it looks like a very nice Timber game. I would expect him to be picked. There is Huskar and... Nobody. Oh, Dazzle's banned out, so you can't get Huskar.
Right, down goes
and
Clockwork.
Abaddon gets banned, too.
Yeah, I would say the high value, or I don't know what happened to Spirit Breakers. He just...
No, he got picked earlier, right?
He got picked earlier, but like, go back a month. He's first pick, first ban. Not much was changed.
Yeah, I think he still is in a lot of NA games. But, you know, NA lull.
Lull.
As they say.
Shakira. This, I feel like Medusa is also a hero that benefits quite a lot in Captain's Draft from not having these built-in counters necessarily, but there's an OD, so perhaps a little bit scary.
I would either Timber AA, Timber Lion, or AA plus something that's not Timber. Okay, Spirit Breaker, there he is. Any good cores with the AA this game? Not really. PL's kind of okay. Void's really strong, actually. They could take the Void away from Mouz getting Jakiro Faceless Void again.
Did you see that Gyrocopter? I saw a Gyrocopter with Ags yesterday in that finals.
Yes.
They almost
Very
did it.
Strong.
They almost did it. All right.
That's a good call. Deny that out.
Indeed. I think Void Jakiro would have been pretty freaking scary. Question is now, what can you couple with this Chronosphere? You have homing missile technically.
You can get Gyrocopter. You can have Medusa. You can have Timbersaw.
Zeus is actually
Ancient
amazing.
Apparition. You can have OD. You can have Zeus. Do you want me to name all the heroes?
Zeus is the best, bro. You get Nimbus. Nimbus inside of Chronosphere. You might as well have another player on your team right at that point.
And you already have some global presence in the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah. It's quite nice.
But
nobody's picking Zeus anymore, so... Okay, so AA. The last 2 remodels, actually, they're standing right next to each other.
Oh, yes.
With a Viper.
Look how angry he is. His Frau has been burrowed.
Yeah, he's become a lot angrier with his patch, for sure. I don't know if I like that. The last one, he's very... It's almost like a dumbfounded face. If you guys go look back at the old model, it's like... Might as well be wearing a dunce cap. Is Bat Rider selected 3rd? I think a Lion is a pretty high... I think a Lion has to be picked here for mid or feed. Any kind of instant initiation against like a Bat Rider, pretty strong. Unless there's like a... Ogre? There's a wind-up, though, you know? A wind-up.
Yeah, but it's so strong with both the Void and the Spirit Breaker. Like
Yeah.
both your supports would be so tanky. I agree though. I think Lions
Bloodlust
also
is
might. They
pretty
take the
damn good.
Zeus.
Yes! Nimbus time!
And yeah, Timber. I don't think you can pick Timber now as mid or feed. It won't be nearly as strong, at least, because they have 3 very strong magic damage heroes. Probably the 3 biggest ones in the whole pool. But no one committing to those heavy physical damage cores, probably because of the Timber and whatnot.
5 seconds remaining.
I'd be interested to see where this Zeus goes. Like, is this going to be a Cinderin 5 Spirit Breaker and a position 4 Zeus
I
for
hope
Weehaw?
not, dude. I really hope not.
You don't like
does not-
Yapzor style?
So, first of all, I don't think that Zeus support fits Weehaw's playstyle at all. So I'm just going to throw that one out the window completely. Yeah, I'd rather see Cancel play at mid.
All right.
If it's a position 5, then he's never going to get Nimbus, and we're never going to see the Dream. So I don't even think about that possibility either. Yeah, they could go for the double bubble as well. We saw a Treant Protector play in a core position the other day as well.
What? Oh, like off lane?
Yeah, it was off lane. Wasn't
cool.
great. They won, I believe, but didn't have that big of an impact.
If they want to run this off lane, the Troll is very tempting here. It's a pretty good BKB hero against the AA and the Jakiro. The ult synergizes very well with Spirit Breaker and Faceless Void.
Yeah, that's true. That would be really strong. We haven't really seen anybody pick Troll, though, I feel like.
No. And he was so
Forgotten hero.
strong, too, before the patch. He was... he fell off a bit, actually. That's not fair. Like, he was really strong at TI, right? He's being picked all the time to go mid, but he's lost the Poor Man's Shield, which hurts his versatility in terms of the mid lane.
And Diffusal Blade was nerfed as well.
Another big part of it.
But you're right. It synergizes really well. Especially with Zeus's right clicks. He hits like a real truck, let me tell you. No, I really like their global presence right now, though, for mid or feed. They're going to pick up Lion, so there's the instant initiation. So this is a Zeus core, thank God.
Yes. Unless it's offlane Spirit Breaker.
Right.
Which is also still possible, I
Let's hope
suppose.
not.
Could also be offlane Zeus. Seen that several times.
I mean, I think
Might actually be better now.
Who does Mouse Sports put mid against Zeus if he is mid? Is there a good matchup? Because I feel like most matchups, Zeus is going to be fine.
Couldn't you just PL him and just like keep spamming him over and over? That sounds like it'd be really obnoxious for a Zeus.
Or PA even.
Yeah.
In the early stage, PA does quite well against Zeus.
PA and TA are both fairly strong with the Bat Rider.
Yeah, that's true.
There's not that much evasion though for a PA to be dealing with this game.
All right.
It wouldn't be getting a lot of benefit.
Pretty sure we're going to get a Pangolin.
What? How?
Last pick for mid or feed. Mr. Offlane. Boy's going to be their 1.
Well, how would he synergize with any of this lineup?
It doesn't matter about synergy. It matters about wow factor.
Why not Cold Feet?
You can ult through Chronosphere and bump everyone out of the Chronosphere. It's anti-synergy, if nothing else.
It goes through Chrono, really?
I don't know, actually. I made that up. Probably not, actually. Yeah, that's true.
The Ancient Apparition, the damage on the Swashbuckle. Swashbuckle.
Swashbuckle? Yeah, that's true. You could go for it on Mouse Sports, theoretically speaking. Man, that's so cruel to have Pangolin available 2 games in a row, and he's just gonna be ignored. It's actually so sad.
Who's tanky enough to survive inside Chrono? Not many of these heroes. I have to admit, it doesn't look too good here for the old Mouse Sports boys. Maybe they're just considering, can we get away with this Huskar? Can we be a team secret and play Huskar without one of the classic heroes?
Yeah, that's true.
They take the Timber.
They will go the Timber Saw. All right.
And
into a Medusa. Okay.
Okay. That'll probably be mid versus the Zeus then.
You know, this is going to seem a little weird. I actually think PL, Phantom Lancer, is amazing here. Oh, OD. I can't remember. Can't believe I forgot OD was in the game.
Well, we mentioned him.
We mentioned him. I could have
Medusa.
sworn he got banned or something. Okay.
And he was the problem issue for both Timber and Medusa. So then they go with both of those, and then it's a classic cancel OD, which means it's a Cinder.
Why? Why would you do this to me? Nimbus will never be realized. He will never be realized.
Maybe they're just trading for the Arcana. Does that still work?
I think it works for the first death, right?
I
But
have
he'll
no idea.
die pretty fast. All right. Well, Tomato Spirit. How?
I think Kez will just
How?
play safe lane, right?
Seconds left by my
I guess, but why
He's
not
a Void
just?
player.
But you're saying Tomato can't play Void position 1?
I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to.
Look at his
Maybe
Bat Rider
Tomato,
mount.
Tomato loves
Holy
running at
crap!
people. All right, there
oh,
we
they
go.
swapped. Yes, yes. No. Offlane
Switching all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know about this. We'll see. But you're right. They do have a really good team against Timbersaw. So Thug is going to have some issues. Medusa to some degree as well. Arcane Orb pretty much wrecks that here, I want to say. Especially once you have a Hurricane Pike. Does that extend past the range of
Look.
her ult is the question.
Oh,
I don't
they're
know.
gone now. If you look on the left-hand side, Timber countered almost every single hero that was left in the pool. Like, it was a good Timber game, I swear. But, like, every one of these picks is an issue.
All right, so we are in the game, which is game 2 of this best of 3 between a Mid or Feed and Mouse Sports. Weehaw. Lion. There's the taunt.
The Broodmother also made it the whole way through, and I wonder if that's one thing they were considering for mid or feed, because that is a Kezu hero. And then they could have just switched around all the roles, and obviously the Medusa and the Timbersaw would have been enough to dissuade them, combined with everything else they already had for Nano Sports. So
Yeah, could be. The Brood last... I mean, does that feel as dirty as it used to, though?
it's even better, I think, in Kappa's draft. But in normal game, yeah, no, it's still super strong. I mean, after watching Liquid play it, I'm convinced the hero is just straight up better now.
By the way, I just want to mention this before we get this game started. The Jakiro taunt that you're seeing is probably the one that makes the least amount of sense as far as taunts are concerned. Is Weehaw? Oh boy, he's in
Yeah,
some
why
trouble.
does it make that noise?
I don't know. They put the most random... Somebody was high at Valve for sure. Weehaw. He gets the double Earth Spike out, but that is a death. That's what you get for taunting. Without music, because Lion doesn't have music.
I like the music though. I mean, it's like probably one of my favorite musics out of all the taunts, but it's not my favorite taunt. You know?
Yeah, it's just I don't understand the connection with Jakiro. Are they doing like that swimming, synchronized swimming? Is that what it is?
I don't know. Maybe it's just called fluid mechanics. About being.
Is it
Ooh.
Kezu or Keizu? I keep saying Keizu, don't I?
I say Kezu, but
All right,
I
I'll
don't
try
know
saying
what's actually-
Kezu, but I don't know. I could just call him Kazoo if you want, but I know he really hates that, so we we won't call him that.
Lol. It's nice to see them just having some fun, you know.
Indeed. So mid lane, it's a tri lane to start, apparently. As cancel, we're like, what the fuck is this? Spartan, that chilling touch it's quite strong. No longer takes away attack speed.
Yeah, less damage though.
True. Still good though.
It's not. I think it's worse. It's better in most games, but one of the cool things about AA was having those really sick combos. Like AA Weaver was so strong in the early game because of the Geminate attack, and now you don't have that kind of stuff for anyone that had those weird attack speed boosts that would take advantage of it.
And Cancel is going to be teamed up here by Cinderwin in the mid lane. And Madara is left alone finally as the rest of his teammates have... Looks like they're traversing to bot lane, actually. As Tomato... Yeah, time dilation against Batrider is extremely strong. If you can get it at the right timing, that is. You have a 3-second period to do so. Weehaw, he gets the Earth Spike out. Tomato with some right clicks. Gets off the time dilation again. It's going to slow him a bit, but looks like Weehaw is going to be the trade here. And Tomato, now he realized he's in the tri lane.
Time dilation early, eh? Interesting.
I mean, it's pretty good. Madara in the mid lane takes the charge. Cancel, of course, doesn't have Arcane Orb yet. Oh, that was a cancel TP by Madara, I believe. Misclick there. We'll now use the salve instead. Lane we have not talked about is Kezu in the top lane. Zeus versus a Timbersaw.
Yep. No real kill threat from the Timber. Doesn't really want to take like a lot of points in chain or anything. Just wants to secure all of his last hits. I mean, I guess you can't really miss last hits versus a Zeus. He doesn't need the Quelling Blade though, which is nice. Whereas usually needed as a Timbersaw.
Oh, MNT. He wants this courier. I'm not sure why he's going. Okay, the courier is actually going quite
Bottom
deep.
lane, Tomato, Skylark.
All right, we're just going to assume that courier is dead. And Bat Rider has died. Now back to mid lane. Cancel.
It was dead. You were right.
Takes the Mystic Snake to the face. Attempting to get out, but MNT, there's the... Oh, all right. He gets the Astral, but no miss there for Spartan up the high ground. And Synderin does have charge. As this... the taunting is just out of control in this series.
Oh, they know he is a ward. Do you see that? Instantly pinged out. Really nice by
yeah.
Spartan.
Did
Because
he
he was
charge a
charging the
creep?
wave. Or he was charging the small camp here, so that he knows it's
Yeah.
a ward. He pinged exactly where it was.
Okay. Well, Madara in the mid lane right now, 11-2 versus the OD. It's pretty even overall with the 12-3 CS. And we
And
only
Medusa's
level.
being dueled.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, she had a tri-lane to start, I suppose, though, so it's gone both ways.
Indeed. Looks like Synderin will deal a massive amount of damage to the Medusa, as you can see by the full HP and mana bar right now. It looks like we're having
Hey, he canceled that clarity.
Spartan
we
and
are
MNT.
in trouble.
Yes, he is. He gets the Earth Spike off, but awaiting him are two enemies. Make it three now. He puts... he did the same thing again. He put down a ward. Isn't that obvious that he put a ward down?
He even turned.
Makes it more obvious when you have sticky napalm applied, I guess.
Yeah.
Strange. But who are you liking? If this ended up going late game, who would you take?
Did he just place another ward?
Where?
I'm not crazy. He just TP'd in and placed this ward. In the jungle.
Okay.
They have 3 wards here.
Well, 2 now. One just dissipated.
No,
Come on now,
3.
Weehaw. He's taunting and he's dead again.
Are you looking at this dude?
Hold on a second.
He has a
So-
triangle. He just TP'd
you're
back
right.
his trident and put
You
his
were
sword
right.
down.
Weehaw.
After just placing this ward. And he
Weehaw
already has
position.
this ward. Is he trying to cast a spell? Is he summoning something from this crystal?
Hey, it gives extra vision. All right, what's the problem?
What is happening?
There's
Am I
actually
crazy?
5. There's 5 observer wards here. 2 for Mouse Sports, so
What
they're
is
losing.
happening?
This is just a battle of the supports, dude. They're winning with 3 wards there. That's all it comes down to. At the end of the game, win or loss, you're gonna see Weehaw with tons of wards placed and bot. Support.
Wait, someone else just drew it. Whose boy? It's Tomato. He just drew the triangle. He's like, what the fuck are these wards doing?
Oh, Cancel is in a little bit of trouble here, but nice charge here from Synderin, disrupting things quite a bit. He's just going to TP out in the midst of things. Cancel in the meantime will try to do the same and do so successfully. Nicely done from Synderin. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, dude. This is the Illuminati for sure.
This is great. I love it. Advanced tactics coming out here.
Yes, advanced in quotation marks. Well, Skylark's getting charged. He's pretty low already. Earth Spike after the charge should be enough to help to get this kill, although Tomato's here. Do they have enough right click? And indeed they do. So ends up being an easy kill. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Kezu, I really have trouble saying his name for some reason, is going to be the global trade, if you will.
He's doing well in last hits, though. But nice catch to get him pretty vulnerable as an offlaner.
I wish there was a counter of how many taunts have been cast in a game by each specific player.
Probably get that. That sounds like a Buka task. That would be a sick layer feature.
That's true. Buka, if you're listening, for Captain's Draft Minor, the actual LAN, let's get that going, buddy. Cancel right now, just looking back at the CS. Still relatively even, about 8 CS behind the Medusa, but considering how much pressure he's taken, can't be too surprised by that. When do you start getting Arcane Orb, by the way, on OD these days?
It's like completely matchup based.
I thought there was like a value level in here somewhere.
I don't know. I think everyone always wants 2 Essence, right?
Yeah.
That's the big one. And then it kind of depends on what skills you're playing up against, too. So 11-second cooldown on the Mystic Snake. Pretty whatever. It all depends on rotations, too. Like, if you don't have anyone to help you, it's not often you get any value out of the Arcane Orb. And Sin's been busy for a bit.
Oh, Kezu taking a Chakram. So there is some kill potential now for Thug. But Kezu does deal a considerable amount of damage. Has 2 levels in the Arc Lightning right now. Once he gets that level 3 or 4 Lightning Bolt, that's when Timbersaw we'll find some trouble. I assume he has a raindrop. Nope, not yet. I assume that's going to be picked
I
up
don't
at some
think he
point,
needs
though.
it. This is
No?
huge for Kezu, though. But oh no, level 7 Timber Saw. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, it's going
I
to
don't
be a
even know if I
freebie
chase
for
this
him.
guy.
Here's the Timber Chain. It's not going to hit, but the Chakram is there. Easy kill for Mouse Sports yet again.
I thought Syndrome was way closer. He is very far away. So, oh, nice. Gonna get this whole stack too. This is an absolute dream for Thug. Oh, it's so much gold. He is
He's level
way
8
on
right
top
now.
right now.
Cancel's going to TP out, so he won't be killed at the very least. And actually, he'll just TP back to the mid tower.
All right, I gotta get my head in this game here. This has been a clown fest. So what's gonna happen here? Bat Rider building a Blink Dagger, pretty far away. Not the richest dude on the map. In fact, he's the second poorest on the team. He's behind the Jakiro. So
He's
that's
doing
not exactly
okay.
ideal. Oh,
He's
I've been
doing
watching
okay.
a lot of this. Oh, what's he doing? Why is he? You gotta get the 10 stacks first before you go for the Firefly and the Ancients. What is
Don't
this?
question him.
This is
It's
amateur
Skylark.
hour. Oh,
He's doing like no damage to that. That's definitely true. I mean, he'll get that Blink Dagger soon enough, friend. It's all good. Tomato has the Chronosphere ready to go. Question is, do they have any follow-up damage? In the mid lane, though, we have a charge onto Spartan. Cancels here. He has the 1 level of Arcane Orb. He's just leaving Cinderin to his untimely death, it seems. Actually, could TP out to safety.
he's good.
And will do so successfully. Lots of TPs being used to get out of dodge this game.
That's a Cinder win right there.
Yeah, that's
I'll be
true.
keeping track there. That's another layered feature we need.
Oh, he actually ran into it after? Is that what happened?
No, he was just flying up. That's all.
Oh, okay. The Bat Rider falls to the first chrono of the game. Thug
They
TP's
missed
out a
the
little bit
kill
too
steal,
late.
though. Kezu didn't get it.
Oh, yeah. True dat. He's going to be very angry about that. We'll be going the Aether Lens, by the way.
Oh, never mind. Tomato's building Midas. That might have been intentional, actually. There you go.
Yeah, he's pretty
So
close
used
to
to
finishing
watching
that as
Zeus
well.
intentionally get it, but if you're going Midas Void, I'm sure he wants it.
Does Zeus go Kaya? Is that a thing?
I
feel
would
like
think
that-
so.
He's going for the Aether Lens instead.
Yeah, I
Which,
think you go Aether first because it's really good on Zeus now. That's sick cast range.
so Aether,
Huge.
Kaya, then do you
Ags.
need a Yules this game? Yeah, Ags somewhere. I feel like you need something, though, in
Maybe-
between that.
Yeah, maybe Yules or Blink possibly.
Maybe even a Force Staff, potentially. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Cinder has
Nice
a charge.
grab by Weehaw
MNT. Cancel. He's here with some right clicks. Arcane Orb is there, but Astral keeps him in place. And they're rounding it up. Should be able to find this kill one way or the other. And Cancel's able to finish him off in style. Thug is really farmed. He'll be getting that Bloodstone relatively shortly. Skylark only about 500 away from his Blink Dagger, but he is getting charged. Tomato, he's here for some support. Only has the Time Walk, though. And the Dilation. I can't forget about that.
Kind of funny though
Easy
because
kill.
when you're talking about how they picked all these good counters to the Timber. Well, I
Oh,
guess
bot
the,
lane.
well, anyway, Timber Saw.
They have Finger of Death. Oh,
Oops.
the Zeus ult is dodged. Unintentional. Oh my god, that was actually a huge mistake.
I don't think it would have mattered honestly. Don't think they could have killed him.
Really? His Finger of
Maybe.
Death?
Oh,
I'm
they
pretty sure.
Finger. Yeah, you're right. They would have killed him. My mistake.
So a little bit more miscommunication here from Midderfee. We saw a bit of that last game. Oh, Medusa taking out some
know-
stacks.
You know what their problem is they no one bound the Zeus ult now to the chat wheel. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
if that
true.
was there, that would be some proper communication.
I like how is that the only hero that has one of those?
I think so.
That's so funny.
Unless there's like a Spirit Breaker is charging, that might be one. Although that would be really dumb, like because it would be
Spear
I guess you
Breaker
could ping and
charging.
then say it.
Ooh. Yeah, Tomato, he's gonna get AA ulted here. Skylark, no blink yet. Still stuck on that 1700 gold mark. It will be charged. Tomato does have Chronosphere. I think with the help of both Kezu and Cinderin, they should be able to clean this up. But question is, will there be TP supports coming in?
On the field reporter, I can confirm only Zeus. In
All
the chat
right.
wheels.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you very much. As Skylark is going to be taken out eventually, but there's the lasso onto Tomato. He's actually going to have to use Chronosphere. Kezu falls. It's a 1-for-1. Thug coming up and cleaning him up easily. So not the cleanest execution, but a kill is a kill, I suppose. Offlane for offlane. I mean, the difference, though, is Zeus isn't really saving up for any big item, and the Bat Rider really wants this Blink Dagger, so probably a bigger kill
Still
for...
working on that thing, eh?
Yeah, bigger kill for mid or feed right now.
All right, well, with him slacking, what's Jakiro up to then? You know, he's the one who's getting all his gold. He's going for a Glimmer Cape. Oh, look at this Jakiro. He's the off-laner.
Jesus, dude.
Get him.
I don't know why it's so funny to watch Weeha, because I know he's going to taunt and he's going to die.
And he just did it again.
Just shows he doesn't care about dying, you know? It's fine.
It's all a mental game. He's learned well from Synderen.
Here comes the TP. Cancel's able to successfully defend. His Thug has a Bloodstone now. 13-minute Bloodstone, not too shabby. And Cinder's going to be charging this bot lane, but has no follow-up here. Gets the Urn charge up. Actually, he's continuing to apply pressure. There's a TP support
They're gonna try
here.
and use the Zeus ult here.
Weeha. All right, Zeus ult does next to nothing.
In range yet for the Lion stun. And yeah, he finds an Observer Ward because of the way they rotated, but...
And this should give Skylark his long-awaited Blink Dagger. Actually, maybe not. He needs 30 more gold, actually. Thug finds Kazu, but here comes Tomato. Chronosphere not for another 45 seconds. Thug
got little
getting
damage
charged. He actually might
this
have to
is
deny
Bloodstone,
himself,
though.
potentially. He keeps getting the bash. There's the Timber Chain. Time dilation is not there, and Kezu... Oh, no! Oh, is he going to get it? He's close. He's getting charged from across the map. So if they can do... Synderen does have ult. If he can't deny himself here, it might be enough for them to finally get this kill, and they do. So nice execution there. Finally getting that kill on Timbersaw, who's now up and running again.
I approve of him not denying, honestly. I think you try every single thing you can to try and keep those Bloodstone charges. That's brutal. Now down to 9, and just got it. Oh,
Yeah, that's always...
that's gotta be the worst feeling in Dota. I can't think of a worse one. Other than when like certain heroes are picked, like you see a Techies or something, like 10th pick.
The miss combo here from Thug. Weeha getting some support from Synderen. Skylark, does he have the Blink Dagger? No. I guess it's coming to him now. Doesn't look like we'll need it
There's
for
the
this kill,
taunt,
though.
just at the end.
All right, there we go. He has Lasso. Still has Blink available if needed. Synderen charging out, and he'll be good to go.
All right, well, that 15-minute Blink Dagger really shown off a sick lasso.
Yeah, the problem with that is they've now showed he has Blink. So no surprise factor.
He didn't use it. Maybe they didn't notice.
True. And they did see this fat courier come deliver something in the midst of things. Maybe they didn't have time
There's
to
an
look.
Ice Blast going home, but not low enough. It was
You
Synderen
need
he
to
was
taunt
hunting
in
for.
fountain. You think no one can see you, but we're watching, my friend. Come on. Taunt it up.
Should be Synderen taunting. He's the one who just narrowly avoid. Oh, he doesn't have the.
Does it have it equipped?
No.
Unbelievable. I mean, it's not the greatest taunt anyway.
What? Are you serious? It makes a great noise. It
No, it's a
stomps
good
all
noise.
around. It's
The-
distracting.
The animation itself is not obvious enough, though.
It's fantastic. It doesn't show you which direction you're moving. It's like undying.
Oh, the charge coming in for
OP.
Skylark. Here comes the Ice Path, though.
Got a blink, says Synderen.
Skylark with the
ping.
Flame Break. He's attempting to TP out. Will it be enough? No! Rips right through him, does Thug. And they're going to try to transition this into a Tier 2 tower. In the meantime, mid or feed not really getting much out of this at the moment. Just farming away.
Oh.
Mid lane.
There,
We
Doc
have the
B.
Astral OD.
Trouble.
Cancel should be able to get Spartan. He does so with the ult. MNT's here to attempt to defend here. Cold Feet will proc. Into the Ice Path. Another TP coming in, and now Cancel is in a world of hurt. Does get the Midas off. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. At least they saved their Tier 2, technically speaking.
What do you think? Double Midas against Medusa? I guess Medusa's the only right-clicking core they have, so they're fine.
Double
going
Midas
late
against?
her.
Who has the second Midas?
Void.
Oh, he has it already, right? I was looking
Yeah.
for... Okay. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jakiro ends up dropping.
I think this
Hey,
is
Blast will
still
connect.
all fine for the Radiant, though, honestly. Even though it's a Medusa, I feel better going late.
Weeha, make sure you get this taunt off. No. Stun lock. They need to give him a little bit more time to cast it next time. Here comes the charge into the bolt as well. Spartan. He will be taken out with help from the Zeus ult. Tomato able to time leap out. Time walk out.
Any turnaround potential with
There's
this
a
Chrono?
Shadow Blade. Yeah, Chrono's there, but I don't know how much damage they have. Kezu's pretty low on mana, but here comes OD. So could potentially try to go for Madara. Here comes a Chronosphere. Does he have the range to actually reach it? Doesn't look like it. So it's going to be a wasted Chronosphere at the end of the day. Here comes the charge, though. Madara.
Oh my god.
Very low on mana. Gets off the wand, though, and Tomato getting destroyed. Able to time walk out and retrieve a little bit more of that HP. Has another time walk available. Gets off the Shadow Blade. Oof, that Flame Break is getting him real low. Oh, one more tick. He time walks out again.
I see him, though. It's daytime.
Yeah, he has no TP. 3 seconds to be able to use it. Oh, boy.
Hello.
And he could try one more time walk into a TP. Now he's dead. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So Mouse Sports get the amazing trade overall.
And think about how poor Skylark was. Look at him now. He has almost 3,000 gold.
Yeah.
He's above the Zeus.
He just buys a Yules. Or was that not him? That wasn't him.
I think. I mean, is there any reason you wouldn't buy a Force Staff? Try to think. Well, he just buys Force. Okay. I can't think of anything that'd be more worth right now.
Mask of Matt. If only it worked like it used to.
You know, I played a game of Turbo Mode with Batrider with no blink, and it was so much fun. Mid lane.
Oh, we have a
there's
charge
Batrider
on the
with
3
a
here.
blink.
Into a triple impale from Weehaw and the Zeus ult. Looks like the Finger of Death is enough to take out the Batrider. It's a 2-for-1 or 1-for-1 right now, as that Chakram does a lot of work on Weehaw again. Wrong place, wrong time, but at this stage probably worth or maybe not. It's a 6K advantage here for Mouse Sports. And Kezu will be going Force Staff for himself as well.
That haste rune very well used by the Batrider. Take them into a good fight.
Yeah, it feels like every Void game that we watch, they have to get good Chronos. And even right now, they don't have great damage inside the Chrono until we get a little bit more items here, or levels even, on the Zeus and OD.
Just you wait, though. Once we have that thingy, the Aghanims, the Nimbus, the Harry Potter broomstick.
It's so far away. It's so far away right now. So Kezu will be finishing the Force Staff, and we'll see if he ends up going Kaya or Ags or something to that effect. Here comes the Chronosphere. Cancel. He's in range this time. This is going to deal a ton of damage. Nice stun there from Weehaw. Big kill. More charges lost. Down to 11 right now. The fact that he's back up to 11 is actually pretty incredible. What was he at? Like 16? On who?
What was it? He's at 11. He was at 14 down to 9. Now he's at 11. No, the Fusel being skipped by the Void, just saying.
Oh, okay.
He went for the Yasha instead. Just against both Timbersaw and Medusa. Obviously, you get like double value versus the Medusa, which is always very tempting, but I don't know. Really wants a Manta perhaps later.
Madara with the Scotty Mask of Madness combination. Oh, Weehaw scouted out. They know they're doing Roche. I don't think they can do anything about it, though. Oh, Madara will pop the ult. Oh, he jumps in and dies. No time to even taunt that time. Here's the lasso onto Kezu. And mid or feed are just losing players left and right this game.
Really? You're not going to use feed after that?
Mid or feed are feeding. It's too obvious. Oh, the cancel of the TP. Cinderin, no charge for 4 seconds.
Oh, is this a Cinder win or a Cinder lull?
He could get this, actually. Oh, it's going to be close. Will he tick? The earn charge is going to be enough. And Spartan, another kill for him. He's 4-3-9.
Close, though.
And with Madara getting I believe he just picks up this evasion before finishing any other items. But we'll be going Butterfly. He's going to be a tough cookie to take out. And it's really good. Evasion is just amazing against OD because what are you going to get as OD?
Well, at least you can get MKB now. It's actually a good item on the hero.
Is it really, though?
Yeah, it is, because it gives attack speed. It's a shitload of attack speed.
I guess that's true.
That's amazing for OD.
Now, Weehaw. Will this be his 10th death of the game? Was there any question? Looks like this tier 2 tower will be taken out by Mouse Sports as well. And I feel like mid or feed, they're at a stage where they just need to get some wombo combos going somehow. There's the Nether Strike onto the other side of the cliff. Spartan will fall. Nice kill to start off this fight. Madara pops the ult. Chronosphere on one, but there's going to be no follow-up damage at all. And Cancel and Kezu are forced back to Motto. If you can get out, this could be a pretty good trade overall. He's going to try to force them out, but you have to think this... No, the Timber Chain will actually miss. Tomato able to time walk out. Get some HP back. Cinderin. He's showing his fat body to the likes of the Medusa, so
The
we'll at least
Yules
take a
on
little
Tomato.
bit of...
Oh,
yeah.
they got Skylark because Cancel's coming through. The TV was almost a bait, honestly.
Yeah, Thug gets astraled. Cancel still has Sanity's Eclipse. He will place it on all three. Lots of damage coming through. Double kill for Cancel. Beautifully done here. As the Aegis will pop, and you have to think this is going to be an easy kill. 4 versus 1. The mana drain into the Okay. Again.
Well played.
Well done and well executed, sir. Triple kill for Cancel. There's always these like
one way they can screw that up.
Sorry,
They're
miscommunication.
clowning a bit. And they just bought a gem. Oh, they left it in the base maybe? Yeah, okay. I saw Jakiro buy a gem, but it was just after he died.
That was I think Cinderin feeding himself was pretty tactical, honestly.
Yep.
Took all the attention away from the Void. Ends up living. Actually quite good.
And I said I favored the Radiant going a little bit later, but this is still only 22 minutes in. To me, it feels like it's been longer, honestly.
Yeah.
These Midases have not kicked in at all.
I mean, Weeha's died 10 times. It feels way later in the game. And
yeah,
just looking at the state of Dota in general, we have a 1 in 10 Lion who has a Blink Dagger. How? How is that possible? Jesus, dude.
Oh, man, the struggle. And it's like, it's so early. Like, he had this Blink at, what, 18 or something? It is kind of weird. Dota is very different than it was just, like, 2 years ago.
Oh, Thug hexed up. Weeha is very aggressive. I'll give him that. He has no fear at all. Here comes initiation onto the OD. Nice charge from Timber, or from the Spirit Breaker. Here comes the Chronosphere onto 3 heroes. Beautifully done. The right click from Cancel with that BKB activated. Trying to dodge out the Medusa ult. Will do so successfully. Doesn't actually stun anybody. And now they're going to try to turn this around. The Weeha mana drain coming into effect his way into the finger of death. Finishes off the Batrider. And this Arcane Orb is doing so much work against Medusa. We talked about it early game. A nice Astral Imprisonment. Keeping Tomato alive. He's just going to time walk in and destroy another hero from Mouse Sports. A 4-for-1. And Weeha starts that off by... How does he not die that fight? I thought that was his 11th death for sure.
I don't know. It wouldn't be a team fight if Cinder didn't go down, though. So luckily he cleaned that one up at the end.
Oh, his charge was pretty freaking clutch, actually.
Oh, no, he nailed it. I mean, Weehaw, I can't believe that fight worked out well. He was so aggressive.
Hey, guys, I'm going to walk up the cliff and hex, okay? That's what
guys,
it
if
felt
someone
like.
in the vision, I had to blink and stun them. Hurry up and come here. Like, Face's Void was so far away with the Chronosphere.
That was pretty sick.
And they got a gem out of it in the end, I believe. Yeah, that is the Dyer's gem on Kezu here. And he has the Kaya.
All right.
He's going bots next so he can keep up his mobility.
All right, if you do not go Ags after bots, Kezu, we're going to have issues, my friend. It's too good, man. It's too good.
20 strength over the 2 sanities. Maybe he paused because he misclicked.
What's the multiplier normally? 10?
Yeah.
So 10 to 12?
Yeah.
I'd have to do the math. I don't feel like doing math.
I mean, 20
right now.
strength is also really strong. I'm just kind of kidding. I understand. It's very good. It's nice to have more strength against this damn AA too.
Yeah, that's true. And once the
But
BKB starts to taper off.
Oh wait, no, you don't get status resistance because you're not a strength hero. That's how
If
it
only.
works. If only. And that definitely lowers the value. I feel like it could be like 30 strength, honestly. I don't know.
Potentially. He will pick up a Blink Dagger, so extra mobility coming his way now. Thug working towards a Shiva's, has a Solar Crest in tow. Any big items coming up for either respective team. So lots of Kayas. Everybody was talking crap about this item, and it feels like it's being picked up every game now. Jakiro will be going for that. And Butterfly still not completed on Medusa. It's really surprising. Had the evasion quite a while ago.
She keeps dying over and over.
And AA basically halfway to his Ags, so that would be pretty big for Mouse Sports. And there's, okay, Lightning Bolt mini stun damage ensures that you will be going Aghanim Scepter on Lion, just saying.
Oh, they got
Weeha jumps in along with Tomato. Looks like that Earth Spike will be enough to take him out. And Cinderin showing, hey guys, just so you know, I have a charge ability. This tier 2 tower taken out in the bottom, it looks like it'll be a trade. All right, this game is certainly getting interesting now. It was looking like it could have been snowballing in Mouse's favor, but pretty much an even Steven game.
Then we're gonna have the cheese up soon. Skylark is being charged. He's in trouble because now there's vision for the OD. He's just dead.
Oh my. There's the Astral with the charge actually connect in time. Yes, indeed. Perfect timing from Cancel. Wowie. That's Tomato.
Calculated.
Oh, here comes the Earthspike. Will they go for this? Chronosphere is up, but looks like the AA will scare off Tomato for now. Here comes the Timber Saw. Madara at half HP and half mana. Weehawk, four staffs to safety. And that's a Stone Gaze down. Nice job from him again. A double Chronosphere. Can they actually kill Medusa with Cancel here? You have to think the answer to that is yes. Sanity's Eclipse drops the hammer. Spartan looks to be next. Does get the AA ult off. Tomato might be in some trouble here. He's going to take very slowly. Thug, will he deny himself? No, he'll get bursted down. And Cancel just jumps right into the base and ends up destroying MNT. That is a team wipe in favor of mid or feed. This game has been turned upside down.
He was like just bottom. I felt like while they were crying, I mean, it was just how long with the Medusa ulti, and then Weehawk just stunning over and over. Really great control to allow Cancel to actually close in here, and he still has an 8-second BKB sitting here and ready. But
And the one downside here for mid or feed is they don't really have any tower pushers, which...
no, it's pretty weak. I mean, he does okay damage. It's not the worst.
Yeah, but it's not a traditional... I mean, they don't even have good Roche capabilities, actually. Arcane Orb no longer works on Roche. That's a pretty old change at this point, but still pretty relevant here.
Yep.
Cancel top of the net worth now at 18k. And you're right, he's going for MKB, but first we'll be going Assault Kuros.
Oh, well, there's your push.
That's strange. I guess that's true. Is that the main reason for that?
I would think so. There's not really any physical damage from the Dire. It's only Medusa's right click. Everything else is magical or pure.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised by it. I feel like the MKB would make more sense first at the very least, but who am I to question? What does it go for 25? Spell Lifesteal or Arcane Orb Insteal? That's 60 seconds extra on top of the 80.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't find the plus 6 seconds that great because fights are so far apart at that point anyway that it's like if you get a pick off, you get to keep the damage when you go in, which is cool.
Yeah.
So maybe you'll be able to fire off a quick ulti, but it feels like you get more long-term value out of the lifesteal.
Yeah, I think with his ulti, he can pretty much heal a considerable amount. He's going to jump in onto Timbersaw again. There's another strike. These kills are getting easier and easier for mid or feed. And Roche, he will be up very shortly. Kizu's going to scout it out. Has the boots of travel now intact. So the only logical choice is Ags now. Oh, Weehaw, very aggressive again. Into the charge, into an Impale. And yet another easy kill. The double dust. Nice. Remember, 2 is better than 1, ladies and gentlemen. And Cancel just jumps in. He's going to town on Spartan now. Spartan will live to see another day. There's the ult from Medusa. Cancel's actually going to get stunned. He's going to take extra damage from physical DPS. He's going to try to force stuff out to safety, but will die. So it ends up being a mistake here from mid or feed as they are hightailing it out. AA ult will connect on the Zeus, and Tomato looking to be next on the list here.
We help with a nice play to grab the gem, though. Oh no, the Invis room!
Oh my god!
He's gonna live! He went back to the gem and he's gonna... Oh, they have dust on the Jakiro.
Oh no! The blink is up though! Woo! If you can TP out right now. Need more taunts. That makes you TP faster. And away. Fucking Weehawk, dude. I love this guy.
That's the Aghanims though, so he's been on point with the ultis and now they are very dangerous. It helps swing it the other way. Jeez, even with that extra armor from the plate mail, he got destroyed by Medusa.
How much extra damage does he do when they're... It's 50% bonus physical damage when they're stone form. Pretty insane.
You know, that spell has always just been this strange and... Oh, Weehawk's taunting on the high ground here. Please don't.
Let's hope they don't hear him. Oh, he misses the Impale even though he can single target and not miss. He's just showing out that it doesn't matter. Oh.
Oh, well,
what? Did I miss? Tomato dies. What? Oh, that must have been the AA ult. Wow.
Yeah, but where was he? I have no idea.
Oh, boy.
Did he go in the roast
After we're
or something?
praising mid or feed, they are actually feeding now. And the Roche will go the way of Mouse. This game is just... What the fuck, dude? It's all over the place.
I actually have no idea how to...
We have 2 charges on this Bloodstone.
Did he just snipe him from running all the way home?
I guess so.
I actually don't know.
And the question is how... Mousesport's showing their prowess now in the pushing department. All they need is Madara. Level 24 right now. Getting pretty close to getting that split shot using modifier talent. Down goes the tier 3. Buyback is available for Weehaw. Madara actually taking lots of damage from this arcane orb. I think they just give this up and live to fight another day. Ice Path will connect onto Kezu, able to force Staff out, and the Ice Blast will miss as a result.
Blinks in to cancel the smoke.
So that is a mid Rax in full taken by Mouse. And they will be happy with that exchange. So, I mean, again,
We got
one
a
of those
game.
things. Yeah, one fight can make all the difference. One feed.
Or a series of deaths. Not so
Yeah.
much a fight.
They really layered their deaths quite nicely, I have to say.
That was all from that slight overextension mid too. What could have been a free pick into Roche for them just went disastrous.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
What about Kezu? I feel like that Aghanims is going to be huge. He's going blink. Pause, bug.
Yeah, I completely agree. He's going blink, though. I don't know, man. Ags is just so good this game. And look at their right clickers. You have Medusa. So the question is, does split shot work? I don't think so. I don't think it hits...
What?
I don't think split shot hits Nimbus unless you're clicking it like directly. That's how I understand it, right?
It should be like that.
Yeah. But I mean, really, he's the only right clicker for Mouse. But I mean, blink is also quite nice. Extra mobility. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
That's a good point, though. That makes it a worse reason to get it. But then again, we're also picturing it as it's being placed during Chrono would be the time that you would expect it, so that it's not really, a matter of Medusa being able to kill it.
How long does a bolt stun for? So it's just a mini stun to start off. So it's a point, I want to say 0.6 second bolt mini stun. And in combination with Nimbus, pretty strong. You've seen those clips, right? The double Nimbus.
Yeah, you get the refresher shard, perhaps,
Yeah.
and then you're just perma-stunned. Can't do anything. I see A. Whoa. Sorry, I just punched my mic. A is drawing bot. The Thug is drawing top. So we got a little disagreement here. Team issues, clearly. Disband incoming from out. Can't decide where to go. It's
The
over.
most stable team in Dota. Disbanding after a small disagreement on where to smoke.
They are too, aren't they? Because they've been around. They've been together longer than Liquid.
Oh, yeah.
And Liquid's been together for 1 year as of November 5th. Dota Pit
Yeah.
was their anniversary, I
Mouse
believe.
is it 2 years?
I would think so, yeah.
It must be. And here comes the initiation on an MNT Tomato. They're not going to need that Chronosphere. That is a dead
nice
Jakiro
bash.
Skylark gets Nether struck by Cinder, and there's the double Chronosphere, but they can't do anything because of that Medusa ult. And now they're on the run. Weehot taking a lot of damage from that Timber Saw. Cinder had already wasted his BKB. Unfortunately, it was during the actual Chronospheres. He didn't get much value out of it. Cinder's going to get the charge off. Will be trying to sacrifice himself to keep his team alive. And with that, it's a 1-for-1 Weehot. 4 steps out, will dodge that AA ult. But
Oh, no.
the Astral actually hurts him here. Cancel is forced to fight this with the BKB activated, going on to Madara, who has the full butterfly now. There's a Hurricane Pike. He's dealing a lot of damage to Sanity's Eclipse. Rips him through, but that's the Aegis. Jakiro buys back Tomato. He's coming in. They have vision. They're dealing a lot of damage with that Chakram. Is Madara getting kited. He's going to be able to take out Weehaw finally. And Tomato looks to be
Shrine
next
is
on the
huge.
list. Oh, Time walks out. He's burning ever so slightly. Oh, he will drop dead to the burn from Jakiro. Very weird
Wow.
fight.
All because they had that shrine, too, just allows the Jakiro to come back in and really help out, because they might have been able to 2v1 the Medusa with all the chain CC. There's an ulti flying through to the shrine. Nice call. Sniped him there, but I don't know. Even, what is it, level 2? Oh, it's level 3 with the Aghanim's, but yeah, he can buy quite a bit of time with the Astral.
We're getting close to Aghanim Scepter on Zeus. He's changed his mind. Level 24. Unfortunately for them, for mid or fee, they might have to give this up as well. In fact, I don't see how they can hold this without Void. Void down for 50 seconds, no buyback.
9-second BKB on the Medusa.
Oh, they're going to try, though. Cinder and Pasta BKB charges in. Medusa with the
Okay.
Stone Gaze. I mean,
He's
you'll
really
trade
low.
Stone Gaze for for the BKB any day of the week. Here comes Cancel. He's jumping right into the fray of things. Takes out the Jakiro. That's technically a dieback, but there's the lockdown. OD. All right, he astrals himself to live a little bit longer, but you have to think he will die one way or the other. 100 seconds on the deck, and nice and pale onto 2 heroes from Weeha. Mana draining Madara. He's getting very low. Will finally drop dead. Has the buyback available, though. Thug getting bursted down by Keizu. He could buy the Aghanim Scepter if he had the point booster, and the melee racks will fall, and I think Mouz will be happy with that trade.
It started out well. They forced that ulti so early, but they have so many great ways to cancel going for the Astral Blink. They just leave the Chakra underneath it, or they just use the Shiva's Guard. Looks like Tomato's trying to make a big play here, but he's not going to find them at the shrine. Doing some laps here, thinking, are they going to show or what? Just have the Midas and go home.
Yeah, I think once he gets this Nullifier, he'll have enough damage to solo kill anyone but Medusa, I want to say. I think Timbersaw he can kill in a Chrono, even with that Shiva's. Could be wrong. At the very least, 3 out of the 5 heroes he can solo kill.
65 damage plus the 40. Oh, he didn't go the 40 attack speed. I mean, understandable. He had that last game, but that would pick up really nicely with this build. What's his attack speed right now? 0.51, so 329 attack speed. Yeah, he's going to hit really hard.
All right, we got Nimbus, my friend. Nimbus is online. We'll see if they can win 6 versus 5 now. Nimbus is his own player. Don't forget it. Spartan, he actually dodged this. Quite lucky, actually. He's actually walking
he had a
towards
ward
him.
Down. There was an observer.
Oh, okay.
I think. And then he put the sentry because he saw him go invis. If I'm not mistaken.
Well, they have 2 racks, but similar to last game, only a 6K lead for Mouz right now.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm definitely hoping for a game 3 because this is our last game. These have been pretty hype, but do I believe enough in the Nimbus?
I do. Nimbus is the best.
I think if Tomato had a BKB, I believe more in their chances.
I mean, the real issue is this Stone Gaze. He's been getting it off as he gets chronoed, and you can't do anything. It's essentially you're trading ults, and Chronosphere is far more important for their success.
Very true. They need Weeha to initiate first, and then chrono him, which kind of sucks because you're hexing or you're chrono spearing someone who's hexed, but they don't really have an option at this point.
Worth.
Yep. But 1.5 minutes until we'll perhaps see the Roche Fresher, and that's got to be the big one, right?
Roche
if there's any way
Fresher.
the rating are gonna win. Yeah,
Roche
that's the way I
like
see
that.
everyone talk about it.
Tomato. He's getting close to BKB. I almost feel like they should just wait for that. That is a huge item for him. Won't have to worry about Jakiro not being caught in the Chronosphere. They're gonna find Madara. Oh. There's the sheep.
There's the hacks
to start off. Tomato, though, he's going to focus his efforts onto Spartan. They'll find him pretty easily. There's the Nimbus onto Medusa into the Nether Strike. They're keeping him completely stunned like he will finally pop the BKB, and the Stone Gaze used to very little effect, actually. AA buys back in the game. Looks like he's going to end up die-backing to Tomato in front of the shrine. Tomato's going to go to town on Jakiro next, and it looks like the fight's continuing on here as Nimbus is still alive. Remember, 6-man gaming. Thug gets stunned by Tomato. Triple Chronosphere into the ult from Weeha. Lots of damage coming through, and Skylock is the last to survive, but not for long. Amazing team play here from mid or feed, especially the Nimbus. Nimbus MVP. Yeah, you were right. You were right on, man.
They got him. That was it.
Only 2 buybacks right now. They can continue to just push this. And the buybacks are not very important. I mean, Timbersaw pretty important, but Batrider not
a great
so
way to play that fight, too, because every time they're chronoing the Medusa, and then there's the Ice Path. This is why I said the BKB is what I felt like they need, right? Because there's an Ice Path coming through, there's an Ice Blast coming through, there's a Flame Break that flies, and there's all this stuff that disrupts Tomato, but they avoid that. They kill everyone else while she's controlled up by the Aghanims and just sitting there and bashing away on her. He played that fight perfectly.
Yeah, she was stun locked for quite a long time, and they were layering it really nicely.
While Spirit Breaker just hits her.
Oh, they're gonna try to take out the Nimbus. Is there? He slightly misses though. There's the charge. You're seeing the extra speed come to play with the Nether Strike. That's a that was a dieback, right? That was a buyback from Batrider. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, but either way, they're gonna get this racks, if not more. 14 seconds for Timbersaw. They can get 2 racks, I think, if they really want to go for this. And they're going to try for the top. Nimbus keeping an eye on things in the base. Very important stuff here. Keeping the vision up there. Tomato. They can get this tier 3.
All right,
there
what's
are
the play
3 up, though.
Them over here? Ice Blast.
Will they commit?
Onto Tomato would be dangerous.
He's sacrificing himself, it looks like. Never seen that
Couple
before.
forceps.
Cinderin jumps in with the BKB, dodges some damage. Do they have enough to actually take out this melee Rex? If they can, this will be huge. They do. Tomato with the time dilation. Has the time walk available. Will be okay for now. If they can get out, this will be enormous for mid or feed. Ice Patch
There's a
connects though
shrine
onto
here.
Keizu. Better be careful. Chakram is there as well. Looks like that'll be an easy cleanup for Mouse. Here's the double Chronosphere though.
try and
Into
fight
the
it.
right clicks of cancel. And the ult from Weehaw. Buyback's coming back. Nimbus is back to play. Medusa, you will drop dead of your own accord. 100 seconds on the deck. Cinderin, Night will get off the Nether Strike there. Tomato, he's being controlled up. Has the time walk in 1 second. Will he live? The Manta style is there. Thug, my God, Cancel is still ripping through kids left, right, and center. There's the break onto Timbersaw. And this is looking like perhaps GG for mid or feed.
Weehaw's on fire, dude. Holy shit. So many multi-man stuns. The way they turned that onto the Medusa, absolutely terrifying, but they got her down, and they don't know it, but she doesn't have buyback.
Yeah, but they're getting pretty low, and there's an AA ult. Very scary to go up against, and the tier 2 is still standing. By the way, I want to see this in this fucking game. Weehaw hitting 25, getting the 325 AoE hex. That will be disgusting.
That's a let's take your throne spell
Yeah.
right there. Just hex everybody.
Hey, I know he's been the MVP in these fights, but I have to say, when did this turn around, Trent? What could it be? The Nimbus turnaround factor?
Dude, it was 100% the Nimbus. I mean, I'm not. Oh, you know it. I know it. Like,
Yes,
come on
I do
now.
know it.
That skill is so broken.
So good. When I see Zeus's go for, oh, I forgot they changed the talent, so the 15% cooldown reduction is not that bad actually, but the old one where they went the arc lightning damage, I'm like, dude, come on, man, you gotta. The arc lightning damage is 25 now. Interesting. Okay.
Oh, that buyback into the Nimbus was hype. And he's going for the refresher. He wants the meme to be true. Could we have triple Nimbus?
Dude, triple Nimbus is OP.
That sounds
You know,
insane.
you call it a meme, the double I can't even talk, the double Nimbus. I feel like it's one of those memes that's like legitimately viable though. Like it's not actually
It is,
a meme,
but
you know?
triple would be. I mean, it was never possible before.
True.
This is a whole new ground.
That's true.
Mind you, they might not be the ones to get the old roast stretcher.
Ooh, okay. Question is, who takes this refresher? Will it be the Medusa for the double stone gaze? They scout him out. I think it's gonna be too late though. Cinderin's charging. He's just keeping
Charge,
vision.
Roche.
Oh my, is he actually going in? He's actually committing. Cinderin with the BKB, sacrificing his life. There's the Nimbus. Gets the Nether Strike off. Tomato with the triple Chronosphere. OD not able to get out his BKB in time, so that's a little bit of lost damage here. The Aegis of Immortal is taken by Tomato. Who gets the refresher shard is the question.
Tomato has it all.
Medusa, the Nimbus going to town again. He pops the BKB. Charge coming in from the base. It's going to be pretty freaking fast. BKB still activated. It's about to dissipate, though. And there's the sheep. And there's the death from Medusa. 100 seconds, no buyback. Aegis is popped. Tomato will be back in the fray. Thug gets sheeped into the Earth Spike. Sheep is actually... Did he go for the AoE? He did. And there he goes. And this could very well be the game in favor of mid or feed. Buyback from the Jakiro. Where is the refresher shard, my friend?
It's on Faceless Void. He grabbed it all, man. Tomato
Okay.
got in there with that huge Chronosphere. I can't believe he got there so fast because of that talent. He ran over and he just zipped his way down next to those wolves. And he was in the pit. And Cinderin, man, he set it all up.
And I have to
he
say
did die,
the-
okay. But
He
still.
did die initially and then bought back, but it's a huge quality of life change for Spirit Breaker having the charge speed at level 20.
It's
Feels like he
so
never hit
fast.
25.
No.
It's so good.
God. And yeah, they're ready with another Chrono if they want it.
And they're just going to try to take out the wave.
don't
Weehaw,
think they
as
need it.
usual, in the front lines as a goddamn line. He's like, I know I've died 14 times, but get wrecked, son. And this Medusa down for 40 seconds. You have to think this will be, at the very least, Mega Creeps.
Yeah, they still have Glyph, so she should be alive before the game ends. But is there... Do you just...
Oh,
Chrono
here comes the
turn?
charge into the Nimbus, into the Nether Strike, back into Nimbus, into the Earth Spike, into the unneeded Finger
All
of
right,
Death.
now-
But Weehaw's just sick of dying this game. He wants a kill for himself. Actually, he doesn't get... Cancel gets the kill. All right, so much for that.
He got 44 int right now. And it's a good thing he went that 60 int steal.
I guess so. Jesus.
Yeah. He's going to hold on to those forever.
So 100 seconds for no Jakiro. Tomato, though. He's in the back line. He has double Chronosphere. If they get a little bit of vision here, they just have to get 2 heroes in this Chrono. See if they can actually set this up. Sanity's Eclipse is online as well. Skylark. He's in Viz right now. Looking for an initiation onto cancel potentially. Don't know why I'm talking as if this is the Nature's channel.
Perfect.
Oh, here we have the Chronosphere. It's on to, I think, 2 heroes. It's hard to tell with Medusa on the sideline.
Yeah, Void and
BKB is
Timber.
popped. There's the Nimbus again. The Timber Saw is dead for 80 seconds. And this is going to
Chrono
be
number
GG
2?
as mid or feed is cleaning up. You got to use it, man. Use that Chronosphere. Come on. He eats the cheat. Or he already used it.
He passed it off?
Oh. We didn't see double Nimbus that time, but that was an awesome game.
Yeah, it really was. Fantastically played. That OD talent is way better than I was giving it credit for. I forgot how insanely long the first duration is. It puts it to like 240.
Yeah,
That's
it almost
insane.
doubles it.
Yeah, now
Pretty
I have
strong.
a really hard time getting the other one, actually. That's crazy. Wow. The Nimbus. The comeback.
Nimbus. So
Definitely can't chalk it up to all that. I think
Yeah,
Weehaw
of
was a
course.
fantastic initiator through
Oh,
the
yeah.
entire game. And
I mean, it didn't matter how many times he died. Like, you guys can learn from him. You taunt all game. It'll give you courage to keep going in. Doesn't matter how many times you've died.
Wow. All right. Well,
Words of
that's,
wisdom. I know.
That's a beautiful game
it's,
number
it's
2, my
hard to
friend.
digest. Yeah, one more game coming up, guys, in this best of 3. The winner of this goes on to play, I believe, I want to say